I'm live. Apparently I'm live. Apparently I'm live. But am I though? Hold on. Let me check YouTube. Am I live right now? So go to my channel live. Oh my gosh, why did it pick this picture as the live stream picture? That's insane work. Well then, it's it picked my profile picture. It's like from 10 years ago. I need to wait. Okay. We got three people in here. Guys, we're still getting started. We're still getting set up. I'm just realizing that the thumbnail is is me from like 5 years ago. But we're live. We're talking Spider-Man brand new day, people. Just getting set up. Just double checking that we're streaming on TikTok as well. Okay. Drop something in the chat so I know you guys. So I know you guys are here. Sorry about the lateness, guys. All right, cool. Oh, all right. How do I? Oh, okay, I don't want to hear myself. Oh. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. TikTok, is TikTok live? Let me check if TikTok is live. All right, cool. TikTok. Is TikTok live? No? TikTok not live? Yes, Justin. What are you telling me? Hey, brother. Hey, I'm suffering in here, man. I tried Streamlabs, OBS. I was like, hell nah. I was like, I'm not doing that. Hey, so who killed Spider-Man? So right now I'm on Restream. They got Restream Studio. I'm trying out the beta. Yo, Zaki King. Yo, what's up? All right, guys. I'm just letting everything warm. I'm trying to make sure I'm live on TikTok, but it's looking a bit iffy right now. So I think we'll just end up continuing and moving on. All right. Okay. TikTok live. All right. Cool. Don't let me down. Stable second for third. I won't let you down. Stable second for third. Hey, Restream is really the one. How am I doing, brother? I'm okay. You know, I was okay until I started setting up for this live stream, and it started stressing me out. But I'm good, man. How are you, brother? Hold on. All right. TikTok? Is it? Okay, cool. Hold on. Tech support is here if you needed you. Thank you, brother. I'm trying to figure out if I'm live TikTok. I know I've got it in portrait mode. I'm live. I'm live on TikTok. Okay. So I'm live on TikTok. All right then. Okay. Cool. And audio's all good. All good. All right, cool. Let's get into it, man. Play some Mass Effect for In the Wings. Or is that's TikTok? Yeah. Okay. So TikTok's got that. All right, guys. Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Look, hopefully, Oh, don't let me forget now. Hold on. Let me drop on the Instagram. Let people know that we're live. Hold on now. All right. Cool. All right. Let me do it like this. Oh. All right. Hey, how do you record it? What's going on? I'm trying to record this story and it's all right, guys. We are live right now. We're live on YouTube and we're live on, ooh, that was close. And we're live on TikTok as well. Come join in. I'm going to put the link here. Get involved. Spider-Man, brand new day. We're talking about many things tonight, but get involved if you want to see that. All right, guys. We are live cool. Right now. We're live. Clapping my hands. Let's go. Just breathe. What's that? Just don't say any other platform while live on TikTok. They shut me down. They shut me down already. Well, have I been shut down? Nah. Hey guys, I've been shut down already off TikTok. Have I been shut down? Okay. Because I generally haven't done anything. I've just got an onion and a pepper in front of me. All right, guys, I'm just linking on the Instagram right now. Who's calling me uncle? Who? On TikTok. Wait, TikTok comments aren't coming through. Wait, hold on. Wait, TikTok, wait me. It's because I can't see you man's comments. Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys. When I catch you, Ricky, hold on. All right. So instead of helping, but it's all right though. It's all right. All right, cool. So while I'm doing this, yeah, and while we're getting warmed up, guys, what I'm going to talk about first, yeah, I'm not even going to get into the film just yet. I'm going to talk about actually going to the cinema and watching this film. Going to the cinema and watching this film was the most chaotic process that I've ever been through. We went to go watch, what is it, 11 p.m. screening on Friday. Just like a man avoiding cooking. That's a crazy comment. Wait, we gonna get there. Like I keep touching the pepper like I want to do something with it, but I won't. But yeah, so boom, we was watching the film halfway through basically. People just start shouting at each other. Someone started smoking in the cinema. It's crazy. Where was we? Wembley. Well, yeah, North London. We were in North London. And then yeah, people smoking in the cinema. They closed it. They paused the film. Guys, have you ever been in a cinema and people pause the film? Like, I started looking for my remote. I said, wait, hold on. What's going on? I started hitting the modem to make sure that the internet was working. But yeah, I know it was like that for about 30 minutes, I'd say. 40 minutes. Guys, sorry. There's a lot going on right now. As I'm doing this, psych in my eye. It's a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Look, this is a relic. This first live stream is a relic, yeah. There's gonna be a lot that goes wrong. there's gonna be all sorts. So yeah, just hold tight and give me a minute, guys. Cool. So yeah, so then eventually cinema, the workers came in, flashlight, and they just started going back and forth. They said that basically if these guys don't leave, they're just gonna shut down the whole viewing, and then that's that. And I think at this point it was 1:30 a.m. or something like that. A couple people started to leave, but you know what? Like we're troopers. So the four of us, we stayed. We were just laughing, to be fair. Like there's not like if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry because I really want to watch this film. It was important to me. I couldn't watch it on the day that it released. I watched it 2 days later, and it's getting paused halfway. And the place that it got paused is crazy. I haven't done the spoiler warning yet, so I can't really say too much, but we'll get into it in a second. I feel like a proud sister. Thank you. Shout out South Africa for real, man. All right, cool. So let me hold on. I still haven't. How do I find my own live? How about that? How do I find my own live? And then how do I share it? Copy link. Let me go back to Instagram. Paste that. Boom. Guys, instead of doing one thing at a time, I was doing too much. All right, cool. Boom. Add to story. Sorry, guys, we're still warming. Everybody get your drinks. Go use the toilet if you need to use the toilet before we get into the real discussions, man. All right, cool. All right, that's in the stories. All right, cool. Let me go into my notes. What's going on here? You're on YT Live. All right. Okay, cool. So wait, confirmation. Has everyone here seen Spider-Man Brand New Day? Or let's just make that real clear that we'll be talking spoilers. So if you haven't seen the film, watch out, man. Like Kevin on stage will say, watch out. How do I see TikTok comments then? Hold on. Guys, I know technology, I promise. Oh yeah, okay. Let me just mute that. All right, cool. Okay, I'm seeing yes, using one finger. Okay. Hey, OJ Magic, I see what you're on. Don't worry, man. All right, cool. Let me go back to restream. We live. Yes, my brother. Femi, we're live, man. We're live. Trying our best, trying to just figure it out and just go with the flow because boy, try to live stream to 3 platforms on the first live. I already know I was doing too much, but that's okay. All right, cool. I need a confirmation, guys, in the comments though. Has everyone seen Spider-Man Brand New Day? Was there's at least like three or 2? Once there's at least 3 or 2 people that let me know that they've seen it, I'll go straight into the review. US 7, all right. Guys, not easy one still. We've got this. Yes. Okay. We got our first. Yes. Hey. Out of 10. Okay, let me put that. Let me put that on the stream right there. Out of 10, I would give it a solid. I'd give it like a solid 8. I would say like a 8, 9. I feel like when I first left the cinema, I was a bit like, I don't know if this one's the full one, and I think because the ending was a bit weak for me. Nope, I'm old. Don't worry. We're gonna break it down here for you, so don't even watch that. When I left, and I think it was just because I went through a terrible cinema experience, to be fair. So I did rewatch it another time. But on my original viewing, I don't know. I was just like, oh, I was expecting this to be, no MJ, no Ned, like Peter's in the sticks. He doesn't know what to do with himself. But hey, it was something different, and I did like it. So I think I'll sit on an 8. The amount of villains that were in there, even though my guy from Black Lightning, what's his name? What's my man from Black Lightning? Hold on. Black Lightning cast. Oh yeah, I forgot he's an artist as well. Marvin Jones the third, also known as Crondon. He played oh god, hold on. Spider-Man. He was Tombstone. So he played Tombstone. Lots of people know his opening weekend is the worst. 6 originally. You see, this is what I was saying. Like, I probably shouldn't. Obviously, I was gonna go like first week, but putting all of my review based on that, it might be a bit strict, to be fair. Because that opening viewing, you're gonna get people there that they don't go to the cinema. They haven't been to the cinema in 5 years. The cinema is not their thing. They're used to streaming. That's why they're smoking in the cinema. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's all insane. But I'll give it a solid 8. All right, cool. So guys, I gotta switch between TikTok and hold on. 6, I fell asleep. Just came out of the cinema. It's a solid 8. This is what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, man. Nah, 6 is a bit too low. Don't do my guy like that, man. 6 is a bit too low. I think we're dragging it with a 6. I can't lie. I think there's a lot of things that come out. Okay, cool. Guys, we're going into full spoiler mode, yeah? There's no spoiler symbol, unfortunately. But guys, we're going into spoiler mode. We're gonna talk Spider-Man Brand New Day. There's no holding back now. You got at least 5 seconds to figure out whether you need to be here or not. We're speaking Spider-Man Brand New Day or spoilers. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Jean Grey, yeah. Look, phenomenal. Phenomenal. To bring Jean Grey through on the Spider-Man film, phenomenal work, man. And then obviously all the casting announcements and everything's been coming through now. We're seeing that it's going to be a young X-Men. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think at the beginning of the film, I was like, nah, Jean's acting is a bit, I don't know. But when it got to the VMAX, everything was forgiven. When it got to the VMAX, guys, let me be careful with the knife before TikTok start demonetizing me. When it got to the VMAX, when she said, I'm the only one that will control this power, I said, yes. I said, yes. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about, man. And we even got to the Phoenix Force. Sorry, guys. Obviously, there's children watching. I just swore, so I apologize. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. I think Sadie Sink is the perfect Jean Grey. I'm genuinely scared of how she's gonna be when the Phoenix Force gets involved. I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, that was really cool. All right, hold on. What we got? I wasn't expecting that. Jean, hey, Jean. I wish TikTok comments were coming through on here so I can put them on the screen. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. Let me go into my notes now. Let me go into my notes. All right, cool. Can we jump straight to the post-credit scene? Is that okay with everybody? If we just jump straight into the post-credit scene. I don't get it. I'm gonna admit, I don't understand. If if the whole point of the app here was that sightings of Peter Parker makes it easier for Ned to track him through this app, who saw him in space? Who was the person that saw him in space? Quickly. If anybody has an answer quickly, who saw him in space? Or who saw a singular Spider-Man in space? So I've seen a lot of theories going around being like, obviously, we saw Ned with the sling ring last time. He may have, magical abilities. We're talking about variants. A variant of him might be on another planet that's also got the app. But that don't make no sense to me. That generally doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm not too sure. I'm interested. I think it might be a Miguel O'Hara. If you know about what's it, Spider-Man 2099? Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara. Maybe it's him, maybe it's Miles. Who knows? All kind of possibilities there. And they said Spider-Man will return, so obviously we know we're gonna get him back. All right, cool. Rocket Raccoon, it's either null or an incursion. Ooh, I'm thinking more aligned with the incursions. Like, yeah, okay, cool. Another planet is making its steady way over to crashing into 616, which is our planet. But then still, what Spider-Man is that? Which Spider-Man is it? I think that's my main question. Or is it Tobey Maguire or is it Andrew Garfield? That would kind of make sense, to be fair, but yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario. That makes sense to me. All right. Let me make sure. Okay. guys. Everything is all good. All right, cool. So one of my favorite bits here of the film was when that girl was like, "Why didn't Thanos make more food? Why didn't Thanos make more food? Why didn't he make more food?" Hmm? He had all the Infinity Stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had all of them. He said, "I'll get rid of half of the people instead of doubling the resources." You know, like in life, yeah, if you are one of those people that are haters, yeah, in life, you need to inspire to be like Thanos. This guy threw logic out the window, straight haterade. Just straight haterade. In the comics, yeah, in the comics, it makes a bit more sense because obviously we're not actually for the universe or dust them or whatever because he's in love with Miss Death or Death. If you've seen Agatha all along, Death is in that and then he's in love with her, so hence why he ends up killing half of the world because bro's horny. It's crazy. Crazy work. So one of the big mysteries right now is if Hulk recognized Peter. Not Bruce Banner, but if Hulk himself recognized Peter Parker. Because obviously we saw the scene. He kind of sees through the lenses. And then you know he kind of does that like face. If you've got a pet, like Hulk is very pet-like, you would kind of know the expressions. So yeah, like I don't know. For me, I think so. That would make a lot of sense. The fact that when the spell was placed, Peter had ooh, what am I doing? Hold on. Guys, I thought I was in flow state. I'm in no state. I was about to start boiling the pasta. Hold on, let me focus for a split second. Let me double check in the comments. He said it's too many men them in there. Honestly, man. Thanos, that guy, top hater. Haters should aspire to be him. Alright, cool. So I forget that I need to still move like this is gonna be a separate video that gets uploaded and not just a live stream. So today we're making pasta, guys. We're making pasta, got some spinach, got some mince. It should be a vibe. Just a quick check in the chat. Guys, how are you guys? Is everything okay? Let me recalibrate, make sure that I'm cooking things correctly because I'm genuinely gonna eat this, and it's not just for content. So let me make sure I'm doing things correctly. So boom, onions, peppers, patterned. We're gonna do the peppers first, alongside the mince. Cool, boom. Does Hulk remember Peter? Yes. So earlier in the film, Bruce Banner is like, he's looking at Peter because Peter's talking in all kinds of manner, like like Hulk should know him, like they're best buds, like they're man them. And then he's like, you're not one of my students, are you? So obviously in that moment, we're already realizing that he knows something is up. Something is kind of awry, should they say, English literature, or is it English language? Something is awry, yeah. And I think that was kind of just a clue to letting us know that yeah, there's something in him, which is obviously Hulk, that remembers Peter. I wish I knew exactly what the spell, like word for word, verbatim was, that would kind of make a bit more sense as to how the Hulk remembers Peter, but no one else does. All right, guys. So what I'm doing right now, I've got some mince. I'm just placing that in these, like, it's not, there's not meatballs. It's like it's slightly pressed together. It's gonna break apart, but that's how you get like a bit of the charring that I like with my mince. So we're gonna place that in. Ellis, yes, brother. Yes. So what are you telling me? You're right. I'm good, man. I'm good. We're here. We're in the live stream. We're talking Spider-Man Brand New Day. Did you get a chance to catch it? Talking Spider-Man Brand New Day. So be careful. There's spoilers. There's spoilers in here if you haven't, because I'm spoiling everything at this point. So guys, all right, cool. So that's enough about Hulk and Peter. Because to be fair, guys, generally, I feel like the only reason the Hulk is in the film, although it was amazing to see the Hulk, by the way, we haven't seen him Hulk out in years. We've seen Professor Hulk, Hulk's son, Scar, with the trim. We haven't seen full-fledged Hulk in ages. So I'm not gonna be like, nah, I didn't want Hulk, but it was just there for it to be nice. Do you know what I mean? Similar to the hand, also. The hand was kind of just there to be nice, you know. Could have maybe gone without and gone deeper into Jean Grey and understanding her story. But again, this is a Spider-Man film, not an X-Men film, so I understand that makes a lot of sense to me. All right, cool. Guys, I'm actually gonna start cooking now, so that's gonna be funny. Trying to multitask that. All right, cool. Slap down the flame. Let that do its thing for a second. All right, cool. What we got here? I think it's just that he was Bruce. I think it was. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just. Oh wait. Okay, Ellis, be careful, man, because I'm spoiling in here. I'm spoiling in here. I'm gonna tell you that you need to get out, bro. You need to come back next week where we're not doing spoilers. Or if we are, you've seen it. But so much love, bro. I hope you are good. I hope the team are good. And then we need to actually catch up and like maybe make a little bit of content together if you're down, man. But yeah. All right, cool. So Dallas Monster 23. I think it was just that he was Bruce at the time of the spell. I think so too, man. I think so too. That's the bit that makes sense to me. It would have been nice to get like a little, you know, when he was falling, you know, he's like obviously he's got like 10 buildings, you know, tied around him. He's falling. It would have been nice for him to be like, oh, Peter, like, you know what I mean? This is a small pit. This is a small Peter. That would have been all right for me to be like, okay, cool. He definitely knows. He definitely knows, man. But I think a lot of the film. Let me know if this is loud, by the way. I think a lot of the film was kind of like, which I like. It wasn't spoon fed. It wasn't spoon fed. It was like, we're gonna tell a story here. You're gonna watch this once or twice or 3 times. Eventually, you're gonna pick up on what's going on. So yeah, that wasn't too bad for me. Hold on. Hold on. What we got in there? Alright. Cool. So I'll just put that back on the screen. Alright, guys. Let me quickly return back to my original notes. So, alright, cool. Can we talk about this, yeah? Very quickly. You see that? You guys see? Like, this is... Hold on. Because you guys think I can't actually cook. I don't know who I'm talking to, by the way, because no one has actually said that. But we're cooking in here, man. Alright, cool. So, was Jean Grey too evil? It's a question is being floated. People are asking, was Jean Grey just a tiny bit too evil? And I think, I don't know, I've swayed. Each day when I think about it, I've swayed. At first, I was like, hell yeah, she was too evil. Like, you take autonomy of somebody's body, You force them to do things that they don't want to do. You know, several of those people died. You know, um, and it's like, okay, cool. Where's the line? Where is the line of justice? Of just because you're super abled doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. Do you get what I mean? Like, all these heroes are cool. All these heroes are cool. But if it was your, family or friend that was getting yeeted off 1 7 foot building because they were trying to save Rocket Raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy, you're gonna be thinking, what the hell? You get what I mean? So I don't know, personally. But then again, when you really look at her backstory and you try to like zone in on how did she become the person that she was. Obviously, we know that her and her sister were abandoned. Um, that's gonna play a big part. And then they're kidnapping the only person that we know that's in her life. They've kidnapped her. Obviously, it seems like at the end that she's going to, the school, Xavier and the rest of the X-Men. But damn, like she's been through it. And then it's also like, where the hell have you been? Like, she's existed in 616. She's not 2 years old. She was there in the Battle of New York. I'm not saying that she should have come out to fight, but I'm saying that these are the times that she was around. She was around. That means other X-Men were around. Where the hell were they? Like, that's what I don't understand. True. Oh wait, hold on. True. I felt like an idiot trying to figure out who the big bad was, but they did a good job. Honestly, I don't know if it was Jean, if it definitely wasn't Scorpion. They overhyped Scorpion so badly. They overhyped him so badly. That like I didn't think that the final fight would be, well, not the final fight, but the final fight between Scorpion and Spider-Man, obviously where he grabs his tail and he kabooms him into the police car. I didn't think that Jean Grey was going to be controlling him in the process, which makes her an incredible fighter, by the way. So that's something to consider. Um, here's an Iron Man cup just because I'm using it currently right now and we're talking. I wouldn't say evil. She will survive. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just double check. At this point, chalk it up to the writing, been asking myself, day dot. Honestly. And then the Dallas Monster 23, I wouldn't say evil. She was surviving and had a mission. I would still be mad, but I would understand. And I think that's the thing. And I think that's where it's difficult. I can't go all guns blazing and be like, oh yeah, no, you need to arrest her and this and that. People started it. They started targeting her, and we don't know for how long. We don't know for how long people have been targeting her, what they've been trying to do to her and her sister. Where's the dad? Where's the dad in the picture? Did they kill him? We don't know. There's a lot that we don't know. But hey, that means that there's more films to come. So, cool. Did Spider-Man? Hold on. All right. Question for the chat. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube. I wouldn't call her evil. I'd say more merciless. True. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. All right, cool. Question for the chat. Big question for the chat. Did Spider-Man doom the X-Men? Did Spider-Man doom the X-Men? Think about it for a second. Because obviously in the comics, and for anyone that's not familiar with the comics, I will also give you the information. The X-Men have always been chased. They've always been people are always trying to basically kill them and end their race, essentially. So there's things like the Sentinels, these huge machines that can combat these X-Men, but there's also the inhibitor collars, right? Goes around their neck, suppresses their powers. Very similar to what Spider-Man Peter Parker made in this film. Bruce even warned him. He said, "Yo, bro, slow down. So let me read that. Let me read it." He said, "No, this is bad news. This is bad damn news, man." Like he said, this thing could be universal. That means it can be used on anybody. Inhibitor color. It's the start of it. In this universe, Spider-Man dooms the X-Men. I don't know. In my eyes, that's all I can see. You guys let me know if you agree or you don't agree. But I genuinely feel like this is a tech that, Mr. Sinister, William Stryker, all the people that are anti X-Men, this is what they're gonna basically get involved in. Sorry guys, I'm talking and I'm cooking and I know it looks crazy. I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna be like, this looks absolutely insane, but I'm trying to use two parts of my head. Maybe by week 4, we're gonna be in the process of being able to just do these things on the fly. All right, cool. So do I want to drop this pasta in here into the water? No, we're gonna give it a second. All right, we're gonna introduce some sauce. All right, how many people we've got in there? All right, guys. So let's talk about Punisher. Let's talk about the Punisher. Amazing performance. Every time this guy is on my screen, he's amazing. Like John Bernthal was born to be the Punisher the same way that Hugh Jackman was born to be Wolverine. The guy just has this, like, I don't even know what you call it. I don't know what you call it, like gusto. I don't know. Like in a normal sense, I wouldn't really be fond of a man like Frank. But if you've seen all of the content, you've watched Daredevil as a series, you understand how he's got here. You understand that obviously, things happen to his family. I don't want to spoil that bit. That doesn't really have any relevance to the film, so I don't want to spoil that. But you get how a man can get to that place. Hold on. See, for pointing blame, Professor Hulk started it. He did. Well, yeah, okay, wait, hold on. Let me put that on screen so people know what we're talking about. Yes. I get what you're saying. And I think this is the thing about the MCU. The biggest villains are the heroes. Like Bruce Banner, he creates this inhibitor because if the Hulk comes out, he's gonna crash everything and he's not gonna care. Tony Stark makes Ultron because he said he wants to shield around the Earth, protection around the Earth. I'm gonna build Ultron. He's gonna save the Earth. Ultron said, "Come, I will save the Earth by killing all of you because you're the ones that are destroying it." Peter, well, I want to suppress my powers. It's all about me. I want to suppress my powers. So I'm going to make this thing. But now it's going to affect other people. Like, the biggest villains in the MCU are the heroes. They keep doing themselves over and over again, and it's actually kind of impressive. I won't lie. It's very impressive how you can do that many times. But back to the Punisher. Yeah, man. I didn't think this film was gonna be like a buddy cop film, and it felt like that a bit with with Punisher and with Spider-Man. Even when he's like dropping off MJ, and he's like, "Who's this?" He's like, "Who you?" He's like, "Who you? Who are you?" And that's such a perfect it's such a perfect versus two people that couldn't give less of a damn, MJ and the Punisher. And then even when MJ is like, yo, are you gonna let him go on his own? She knows Frank has an ego. She knows that Frank's gonna be like, actually, if something did go wrong with this kid here, like I'm really gonna feel it. And we saw that, you know, when he ended up, you know, trying to shoot Jean, ends up shooting Spider-Man. You know, they recreate the comic book. It wasn't a cover, but it was a page with Punisher like walking through and he's holding Spider-Man. Yeah, like so. Yeah, nah. Frank Castle. As much Frank as we can get, I'm down for. We need that darker side, that Gotham-esque side of Marvel. And I can't lie, Hawkeye, when he turned into the Ronin, nah. I don't care how many people you say that he killed. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If he came to me with a sword, brother, disarm yourself. You're not about this life. You've got a family in the hills. You don't need to do this. I'll probably die after that, but still, I wouldn't be scared. So that's Hawkeye. He's got the grit. I hear that. All right, cool. So I don't know if you guys know about this. Sorry, by the way, guys, these lights are so bright. Next time I need to figure out how to do these lights so I can actually open my eyes. But let's talk about the extras. This film was created by some amazing extras. Not created, but you get what I mean. Like it made it so much more. You've got to remember, every time that every time that Jean Grey takes over someone, that actor is trying to replicate Sadie Sink acting as Jean Grey. This third party. The extras are doing third party acting. They were doing proxy acting, and they done it so well that you don't even think about it. There's one particular guy when Peter, he drops the web grenade by accident, boom, falls out into the road, and then this guy is here, and he's like I need to watch it again, but he sounds like you're right, Peter, and he's like yeah, and he's like I wonder how MJ's doing, and he's like, I don't want to swear, but he's like, what? He's like, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me about my babe? If she's okay, who are you first and foremost? And he starts going. I'm happy that he's getting his light right now. He's actually British, which obviously spurs this whole conversation of, you know, black British actors acting in American roles. Bro, acting is acting. Acting is acting. If you can do the accent and if you can make it believable, my brother, get on the camera and start doing that. People in the UK, we've been watching American content our whole lives. We can do good American accents. You see there? We can do good American accents, you know? We got some ground black pepper with some smoked paprika and some collard greens. Today, this is soul foods. You see, like, bro, that's because of the ads. That's because of the ads. So it's not surprising to me that a lot of UK actors are getting roles in the States, to be fair. But yeah, he did amazingly. The whole choreography of the whole like zip, you know, like if you watch the BTS, they're generally doing like a whole and then like as it like basically as Jean Grey goes from each person to each person. So the choreography was just amazing. Boom. So when they had Jean in the chair and then doing they're reading her brain scans, which is such a ridiculous plan, by the way. And that's, I think, why I love this film. It's such a comic book film. Such a comic book film when like a villain thinks they really know what the hell they're doing. You took a whole Jean Grey, you pushed her to the max, and what did you want to do with that data? He's like, yeah, we're gonna take these brain scans and we're gonna go put them in somebody else. Who? The There's no one. There's no one. It wouldn't have worked anyway. I love the fact that we are seeing the start of Cerebro. So if you know what Cerebro is, Professor X, he's got this machine called Cerebro that basically allows him to amplify his telepathic mind, basically. So he can chat to X-Men, in other continents around the world, bring them over to the school or to wherever he's trying to bring them. And a lot of what was happening to Jean there looked like the beginnings of Cerebro, or looks like this the tech and the information has been stolen. Because obviously, if there is a Professor X and there is a Neo, they're gonna be a bit older. Obviously, mutants they age slowly. So, if Jean Grey and those are 20, then Magneto, Professor X, they'll probably be, in their 50s and their 60s. But I feel like there's something here with Cerebro and what's been going on. Extras were great. So hold on. Okay. Extras were great. I was expecting a little cringe, but they were locked in. They were locked all the way in. I thought the same thing, that this is gonna get a bit cringy. I'm not gonna be able to sit comfortably with this one, but every single person hit their mark. But at the end of the day, when you're about to perform in a film that is gonna make $1 billion, may make $2 billion, you're gonna do the right thing. And all the BTS that I'm seeing, it seemed like people had a lot of fun on set as well. So that was fantastic. All right, cool. Guys, I need to season this. So let me just do that quickly. Appreciate everyone that's in the live. Appreciate everyone that's come through and made their way. We're gonna do more of these. They're gonna be more general. Some weeks they'll be more topical. But we'll make our way. We'll make our way. All right, cool. So let me just make sure that this everything's live. Cool. Boom. Does that link actually work? Hold on. I mean, let me make sure everything's on Instagram. All right, cool. So, all right, cool. Let me go back into my notes. Oh, actually, guys, I have what they call a broadcast channel on Instagram. Feel free to join. Still figuring it out. Just trying to get the whole community chatting. Sorry, hold on. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a hold of it. Someone said this movie was set at a different time than Avengers film. I'm not sure how true that is. I wouldn't be surprised if they got hold of it. Someone said this movie, but this movie, as in Brand New Day, is set at a different time than the Avengers films. Nah. Because there's too many things. Like even though, no, technically it's set at a different time because it's 4 years. 4 years have passed when war getting involved here. So I guess it's a different time. But like in terms of like any like universal ramifications, this is the same 616. It's the same 616. Tony dead, Spider-Man Spider-Man, and we didn't have no X-Men until right now. At least in my eyes, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, cool. So yeah, I was saying we have a Instagram broadcast channel. I don't like the name of it. I think of it more as like a group chat. It'd be nice to be able to use it more as a group chat. but people can only reply to posts that I put in, but that's okay. So I did put in, if anybody wanted me to talk about anything today, how does everyone keep or get back motivation for a goal that you set? We're taking a break from Spider-Man Brand New Day here, guys, to answer this question. Yes, brother. Yes, Amun, what are you telling me? I actually need to call you, funny enough, but hey, we lost today anyway. Sure. Let's get back on track. How does everyone keep or get back motivation for a goal you set? Oof. So it's a loaded question. Banker Chick 07004. That is a loaded question. Me personally, I don't know. I just for me, I don't know. I think it's just kind of keeping going, to be fair. Because what's like, if it's something that you want, what's the other option? You know, like if it's something that you've always wanted in life, it's a goal that you've always had. I don't think there's any other option, but I think that the most important thing with a goal is to exercise patience. Like a lot of us, and naturally, a lot of us want things yesterday. But that's just not how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Sometimes you'll be working somewhere or working on something for a decade plus until you get to where you need to be. But if that is generally your aim and generally your desire in life, then it's going to take however long it takes. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It's most likely going to be hard because you want something. It's easier to just not want, to just float by and then just do as everybody else will do, and that's fine. In fact, I'm like jealous of people like that because like I'm just like, yeah, I would love to just kind of float, but how my mind works and stuff, you know, I want to do things. I've got aspirations and aims and stuff like that, and because my brain works like that, that's the only thing that I know how to do. So hopefully that answers your question. Most likely it doesn't, but that's okay. All right, cool. So back into Spider-Man Brand New Day. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm checking all the messages, comments. Cool. So back into Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's been projected to have a final box office of $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. Hold on. Let me drain this, and then I'm gonna go check what the highest grossing films of all time right now as we speak is. All right, cool. Let me check this. Highest grossing films of all time. Cool. So we have, come on, IMDb. All right, cool. This is madness. No, so this is madness. All right, cool. So I'm gonna read out the top 5 starting from 5th into 1. So we've got Titanic with 2.26 billion expected. We've got Nizar 2, which is a Chinese film. And yeah, it's so interesting how this film has dropped into, you know, one of the highest grossing films of all time. It's definitely something that I want to watch and see what all of the apps about. Again, 2.26. So shout out to them. Avatar: The Way of Water. So not the last one, the one before that, the second one, 2.3. We've got Avengers Endgame, 2.7, and we've got Avatar, the original Avatar, first Avatar, 2.9. They're saying Spider-Man, Brand New Day, at the end of all of this, at the end of tracking, at the end of everything, 2.5 million. 2.5 M's. That's mad. And I think it's crazy because before the film came out, I feel like nobody was talking about it. Obviously, I'm into all of this, so all my channels and all my pages and stuff, they were talking about it, but the general public were not talking about this film. The film came out, boom, boom, it's gone. 2.5. Guys, it's going to end up being the third highest grossing film of all time. Do you know how much money that means for Tom Holland and Zendaya? They're so rich. And I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. They got the Odyssey, they got Dunes coming out. Zendaya was in the drama. These guys, they've done it. I don't know if there's a cheat code to life, but they've done it. Absolutely smashed it, man. All right, cool. All right, let's go into talking about the fact that okay, so let's talk about the prison. Let's talk about the prison fight. Let's talk about the hand. I don't know, me personally, I don't know if the hand was 100% necessary. From what was said in the movie is that the DODC have now hired the hand. What? Like, what's Blood talking about? They've hired the hand. That I don't know. Like, it's just something that doesn't sound correct. The hand is this kind of, you know, ancient ancient Chinese group of people that worship certain powers, and they get certain powers through you have to watch the Netflix Daredevil to really get the lore behind them. And the DODC have hired them. For me, that's just a sign of what do you call it? It's a recession indicator, if anything. Because I don't get what's going on. I was listening to New Rockstars earlier, and they were saying, are they working for them or are they prisoners? And that's a good question. Because it was only him that had told us that that they were working. You know, they could have been trapped. They could have been, this could be forced labor. And if so, haha, like, you deserve that, you know. King's YouTube, let's go, Fally. Let's go, my bro. Hope you're good. Hope everything is fine. See, love you, Fally. Hey guys. So you caught me rant. I was ranting, guys. You caught me. But yeah, all right, cool. So what's next? What's next? X-Men. X-Men is no obviously we got Doomsday, we got Secret Wars, so I'm kind of jumping, you know, way ahead. But let's talk X-Men, man. Like, I think this is gonna be the make or break for Marvel. Is there real superhero fatigue? Are people done with the superhero films? Are they more into the niche little A24 drama films? Is that more of what they want? I think the X-Men is when they're gonna know, because Doomsday is gonna sell. Avengers Avengers on it. It's gonna sell. X-Men, I don't know. Obviously X-Men 97 is out right now, but it's animated, so, you know, like a lot of, you know, adults and stuff don't feel like they can relate or they can get involved in that type of thing, which is fair. Even for me, this season of X-Men 97, I haven't actually had a moment to watch yet. By the way, guys, sorry if you came here thinking I was gonna explain what I'm cooking and what I'm doing. It's a lie. Okay, I just, as King's YouTube asked me, what are you making? All right, okay, cool. just for you. So I am making. Wait, so when I said tortellini last time, tortellini. No, oh, there's no oh, it's definitely just tortellini. Making tortellini, Youngs. Yeah. With spinach. Huh? I don't know. What did I say before? What did I call it? I called it something. I called it something. But yeah, we're making some pasta with some mint, some spinach. We got some peppers, got some onions. Just a nice little hearty Sunday meal. Maybe next Sunday I'll make a roast. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for joining the live. Appreciate you for being here. Were they sticking to what the hand were, or are they henchmen for hire in this universe? I haven't seen Daredevil. This is what's confusing me. This is what's really confusing me. Because if they're sticking to, the Netflix, Daredevil, they weren't for hire. They weren't for hire. They were doing their own thing. And I think even in that was a clandestines in Miss Marvel. Yeah, I don't know. Generally, I think they must have fallen off. They must have generally fallen off, and all that's left for them now is to just be muscle. The greatest muscle in the land, by the way. If you can get the hand on your side, you'll probably be all right. You'll probably be all right, unless the opponent is, of course, Spider-Man. Then I'm sorry. I'm sorry to that man. All right, guys. Look, we're wrapping up. We're getting to the end here. If there's anything you guys want to drop in the chat, please do drop. X-Men and Spider-Man are my final straw. I can't lie. Yeah, if it goes left, with X-Men, I don't know. I saw this funny video where it was like they were talking about James Gunn, and they were like, oh yeah, Marvel. It was like Marvel releasing like their second X-Men film, while James Gunn is now releasing a film titled Batman's Utility Belt. James Gunn, I don't know what he's doing over there at DC. I don't know what's going on. I think sometimes I think he's trying to get out of his contract. I don't know what he's doing over there, but we're not here to talk DC, so that's all good. All right, guys, let me show you the final. Let me show you the final product. Ooh. Oh, I hope this doesn't go wrong. Could you imagine it's one of those clips? Then the whole pan falls down and then everything crash. Guys, here we go. We got some mince, we got some pasta, cheese, spinach, a nice tomatoey sauce. We got some onion, we got some peppers. What, you want to see that again? Yeah. See, this is all while talking brand new day, guys. This is all while talking brand new day. What are we cooking next week? Hold on. This has been a great live. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on the screen. This has been a great live, family. Keep it up, my brother. Much love. Thank you, Kings. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate everyone that's actually come tonight to just, sit down, just chat. Again, like I'm saying, in future weeks, it's gonna be more of a general discussion, something that everybody can get involved in. Damn delicious. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Bring it back. Bring it back now, y'all. One up this time. Yeah. Hey, looking flames, bro. Didn't know you're such a chef, brother. Hey, look, there's more to come, guys. Maybe going forward, I can get like a camera, facing down, and maybe we can actually learn a couple recipes together, guys. That'll be sick. That'll be really sick. And let me just drop on the story. All right, guys. So we're wrapping up The live stream is wrapping up. We've been here for about an hour, and it's been fun. We've made some pasta, so we're gonna do more of this. And I want you guys to go back, watch the video if you would like. If not, wait for next week and we'll stream again. All right, cool. All right, guys. So I think that's gonna be it. Looks banging, lovely grub. Boy, thank you, Obi. I appreciate it, mate. Hey, hold on, I'm not even shouting people out properly. Hey, let me shout out people properly while I just hold this food. Hold on. All right, cool. Shout out. Wait, hold on. I don't see. Now, see, this is why people don't go live, because you don't want to pronounce nothing wrong. All right, guys. So just give you the benefit of the doubt. Kamji, shout you out. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, correct me. By the way, correct me. DC to everywhere. You better be talking about DC, the state. But shout you out, delicious. King's YouTube, you've been an MVP in here. Shout you out. OB, my brother, that's my real life brother. Shout you out, brother. Hazel, shout you out. What was the name of the Instagram channel you mentioned? Just if you go to my Instagram, right there. Hold on, I can show you. I'll show you guys. Hold on. If you go to my Instagram, is that in focus? Wait, I gotta like hide my face for it to be in focus. Yeah. So, and this top line here, you will then see like a group chat. It says W's in the chat. That's the group. That's where we're cooking off. Right now we're 35 people deep. So this is all the real ones. This is where we're just chatting. I want to maybe move to Discord, but guys, again, I'm just trying everything, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. So if we get to a Discord, we get to a Discord. If that works, then that would be fantastic. Jeez. Chef Ali, come on, my brother. Come on, man. Hey, guys, this has been fun. This has been sick. Shout out you, Diana. Hey, what was everybody rolling in now? What's going on, man? It's all right. Maybe I should go live on a Sunday. I know everybody's finished their day. They're chilling. But yeah, man. Big up, Fally. Thanks for the shout out, man. Nah, thank you guys out, man. Thank you guys out. That's how you know that the heat's gone to my head. Thank you guys. All right, cool. Before it starts getting messy, I'm gonna go. I'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully, there are some new. Hey, Diana from Kenya. Okay. Kenya's in the house. All right. Hey, babe, give me something. Let me chat to the Kenyans. Give me something. Huh? A Bariato?
No, that's what I said.
Wait, okay. I moved way too confident. I moved. Habari. Diana. Discord gets crazy. Or Jambo. What's Jambo? Hey, Jambo Diana, man. Hey, Kenya, don't worry, we're coming to see you soon. Guys, I genuinely need to run because we're actually gonna have dinner. So thank you guys so much. We're gonna do more of these. There's more actual videos to drop on YouTube that are just loading. Don't worry about that. Thank you guys this is actually an opportunity for me to actually just quickly chat to you guys. Thank you so much for the past couple of weeks. The reception has been incredible. I didn't think there would be an audience on YouTube. I didn't think the views would be how the views have been, across all the platforms, guys. The support has been real. The support has moved me. It's inspired me. It's made me want to just absolutely smash this thing. Like I said, that my main goal is to, be a presenter in the names of some of the presenters that really inspire me. And things like this live is training for me. It's practice. If I can do this, then I can do Good Morning. Good Morning is like a show in like the UK, and and it's live and stuff like that. But it's like all of these things. If I can do multiple things and talk to you guys and entertain, then it's like practice. Right now, I'm on the 5-a-side pitch. I'm going through the cones. because I want to make it to the World Cup. So all of this is practice to make it to the end. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and hold on, and I appreciate you guys. Love.